Thanks for joining us. My name's Mike Burris. I'm here with Andy Thacker. We're at the Front Porch. We are looking at the tune Bill Cheatham. And Bill Cheatham is a very common and famous fiddle tune, and one that has given at least guitarists a run for their money over the years. It's a challenging tune, especially to play fast, but it offers a lot of opportunity to practice and to really get your arpeggios rolling, your scales rolling. It's my favorite tune to practice, and hopefully after we're done with this video, maybe it'll be yours too. So we're going to start to dig into it a little bit, talk about how we navigate the A and the B section, and hopefully, give you a few tips on how to practice it and some techniques to kind of explore to make your playing more fluid, give you more confidence, and hopefully increase your enjoyment when you attend your next jam. So I'm going to turn to Andy, and he's going to talk about how he navigates the A section, and then we'll take it from there.
Yeah, A section is certainly the easier of the two, less rapid-fire chord changes. It's what I like to kind of do, at least from an improv approach, is sort of think about those target notes. First one being that C sharp over the A chord, and then when it gets to the D chord, that D note. So you really keeping those sort of target notes in there, you can sort of use those to navigate your way around and sort of play outside of the melody, but still have the target notes of the melody in there so it sounds like the song, which I feel like is a great approach when it comes to improvising over anything, especially fiddle tunes, is trying to use the melody to your advantage and play around it. So for instance, the melody, basically those target notes with some scale patterns around it, so you can kind of work within your A major scale and play around with different ways to get between those target notes. There's lots of options. You could you still sort of hear the melody in there, but it's just a different approach to getting in and out of some of those notes, and I feel like that's how I like to navigate around the A part, sort of sticking near the melody, but getting a little bit outside of it as well. One other cool thing you can do to sort of change the tonality of it is, which I like to do sometimes, is change the target note from a D over the D chord to a C natural, and where you get that sort of bluesy seventh vibe. And just listening to that in the melody, you can sort of hear what I'm going for. Kind of, the melody's still there, but it just throws in a little bluesy twist, which is really nice. Different way to change the tonality of it too, when you're taking a break.
Yeah, some great ideas there. And again, it's not that you play exactly what Andy's playing or what I'm playing, but that you get the concept sort of that we're trying to show you, and experiment with your own playing and coming up with your own sort of creative ideas to navigate these sections. A way to do it on guitar, again, I'm always trying to find ways to make the notes ring out. And so what I do, and again, I'm capoed on the second fret, so I'm thinking in terms of the key of G, even though we're in the key of A. I like this D chord shape for playing the first part of the melody, so I can kind of, which is kind of a common sound, but really lays out nice on the A section of this tune. And then moving to the 4 chord with a little bit of a cross-picking type thing. And then back to the 1 chord. So you can hear the notes kind of still ringing out as I'm playing the melody, which to me is the sound that I like on guitar. Kenny Smith is a great example of this. In fact, I think I got this from him. So everything kind of continues to ring out, and it's a pretty, again, you need to practice it, but it's not super challenging to play it that way. So I feel good about the A section pretty much every time I play this tune. It's really the B section where things start to get a little bit off the rails, and that's because you're moving through these 1, 4, and 5 chords very quickly, and it's really critical that you're hitting the chord tones as you do it to really sound good on this tune.
Yeah, it's a think fast sort of thing going on. I feel like the best approach to it is just to think about it is really the melody itself is just using these triad tones, which are the notes that make up the chords, with a couple little scale patterns mixed in. Yeah. But yes, you can hear that really going through those chords very quickly. So I think a cool thing to do for coming up with your own thing on this is just first of all, just get real comfortable with your triads. And on the mandolin, you have both octaves at your disposal here in the first position. So do your 1, 4, 5 there in the lower register, so you can play around in that register, and then you have that octave as well, all within the first position without even shifting. I mean, you have to use your pinky when you get up there, which is another good part of this tune. It really gets that pinky working, especially in that melody of the B part. But the other thing to do is just find different patterns between these triads and scale patterns and work your way through those chords. Kind of playing through those triads, and he sounds a little bit like the melody but different. There's a lot of different kind of ways you can approach that, and just I think the first step is just really being comfortable with your arpeggios through the 1, 4, 5. Make a little exercise, get comfortable with them, get them so they're sort of second nature, and they fall out naturally from your left hand. One other thing I want to mention about this part too is just the right hand, and how important it is to stay focused on making sure your eighth notes are always alternating down, up, especially when you cross a string. A lot of people tend to try and double up an up or down stroke depending on the direction of the string crossing. And that might work at a slower tempo, but you move that up, you're going to start getting tension in your right hand. The key is to really have that fluid eighth note pattern moving with your right hand. Even if you're not playing the eighth notes, I feel like your hand's solid. Really important for this one, especially to build speed, and with most fiddle tunes in general as well.
Yeah, trying to stay relaxed and really, in both hands is critical as the tempos increase. And the only way you do that is to start slow and work up to speed and really concentrate on how you're playing. In terms of the B section, for me, I pretty much approach it the same way every time, and that is to start in the lower register, end up in the upper register, and then end with sort of a little bluesy lick to sort of end the section. So I might do something like this, where I'm playing arpeggios in the lower register, like. So again, a little faster. That is a safe way for me to navigate that tune, and I practice that over and over and over again, and try to take the, set the metronome at a comfortable beats per minute, and then bump up faster and faster until I feel like I'm playing it clean. And to me, that's been the best way to sort of improve my playing.
Yeah, I feel like that whole concept of just the part at the end of a section right before it goes into the repeat of that section is always a great spot to throw in like a sort of bluesy lick like you're doing there.
Right.
Just kind of a blank slate. So if there ever a spot to just throw the melody out and come up with your own thing, I feel like those little transitions are the places to do it.
Yeah. Hopefully this is helpful. Our job here is just to give you some ideas, some ways in which to approach practicing these tunes, and certainly hopefully get you to feel more comfortable going out to a jam or playing with other people. Let us know how you did. Thanks for joining us.